thing, but T ain't playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Money, man. Money, man. You already know.
It's been dry out here. Lord, we need that living water again. Let it rain. Holy rain. Rain down on me. Yeah. Let your love flow free. Rain down on me. Yeah. Feel my soul, set me free. Let's go. Heaven open wide, I'm standing in the storm. Yeah. Wash away the pain, Lord, make me reborn. Rain down on me. Rain. I can feel that peace. Rain down on me. Rain. Pour that grace on me. Let's go. Rain down on me. Rain. Pour that grace on me is mine. Rain. Rain. I was dry in the desert, so cracked from the heat. Yeah. Needed that word like water on concrete. Keep all peace and my pain got drowned. Now I'm swimming in the blessings, they all around. Used to chase storms, now I chase a king. When the clouds break, open the choir sing. My 808 till like thunder and praise God. When heaven rain down, even the trap get revived.
Rain on the streets, holy flood.
Rain down on me,
Yeah.
let your love flow free. Rain down on me,
Yeah.
feel my soul, set me free.
Let's go.
Heaven open wide, I'm standing in the storm. Wash away the pain, Lord, make me reborn.
Rain down on me. Rain.
I can feel that peace.
Rain down on me.
Pour that grace on me.
Let's go. Rain down on me.
Pour that grace on me.
Rain down on me.
He don't drip, he pour that overflow vibe. Grace so heavy, make the old me die. My pants got wide like laundry night. Came out clean in that holy light. That shower of joy, that thunder of hope. Lightning of love, I'm high on that dose. If blessings of storm, let it flood my street. When God rain down, we dance on beat.
You know,
Pour that mercy.
Pour it out.
Rain down.
Search through me.
Tell him to rain down.
We soaked in the light. Church on the Saturday night. If you feel that blessing, lift your hands right now. Let it rain on your grain, your pain, your purpose. Let the flood hit your heart, let it soak your soul. Let it rain.
Rain down.
Pour that mercy.
Pour it out.
Rain down.
Let it search through me.
Heaven overflowing, we soaked in the light. Church on the Saturday night.
You can't do nothing but laugh. You can't do nothing but laugh. Did I call it or did I speak too soon? If y'all was in my last live, did I call it or did I speak too soon? No 2CO. Look here. I don't know what it is, but I know it's always something. Collusion to the max. I've been saying this. Look here. Look here now. If y'all was in my Ken, I'm telling you, bro. If y'all was in my last live, I clearly said it been 3 weeks. It been 3 weeks, and Cleveland still got 2 quarterbacks on their roster. 2 rookie quarterbacks on their roster. I said they either wait for Deshaun Watson or Andrew Berry really trying to help Shedeur. If y'all was in that last live, y'all know what I'm talking about, because I ain't about to go through all that again. But this right here, I just had said Bailey Zappe ain't been mentioned since Shedeur became quarterback too. Now, all of a sudden, Shedeur get back tightness. overnight. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that right now. Appreciate you, man, Don. All things. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. He got back tightness dancing, jumping around like that. Look, man, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I spoke too soon. Did y'all think I spoke too soon? Did I speak too soon? Because you can't make this up, man. You can't make this mess up. I don't think, after what I had discovered yesterday, I don't think Andrew Berry trading Shedeur. I really don't. But this move, I don't know. This confusing me. This is confusing. Everything I said the last lie was the last night, whenever it was. It confusing everything I just had said. But at the same time, it's the Browns. Ain't nothing set in stone until they actually do it. So I don't know. But I ain't hear what the owner said. Besides, Dylan Gabriel ain't played enough. I don't know what else he said. I'm gonna listen to it. But I had seen somebody leave a comment like this the only way they could put Bailey Zappe on the roster if Shedeur was injured. So maybe they faking Shedeur injury or putting him on the injury report to bring up Bailey Zappe to do what Mary Kay had said, and then Mary Kay come out and say that Shedeur, they gonna reevaluate him and he still might be QB2. But you put out that he injured. He on the injury list, but now all of a sudden he got a chance to be good and then be able to be ready for QB2. Then somebody else said, Shedeur, they doing this because they know Dylan Gabriel about to get put in that medical tent tomorrow, and so they don't want Shedeur out there. I don't know what to believe. All I know is this mess got to stop. Bailey Zappe was on the practice squad. What you mean to fill the game? I think it's Kevin Stefanski don't want Shedeur out there. Because if y'all remember, I told y'all, the more they talk, the more they tell on themselves. Jimmy Haslam, the owner, came out and said voluntarily that Shedeur was Andrew Berry's pick. Kevin called the plays and determines who starts and who doesn't. Jimmy said that out his own mouth. Jimmy Haslam said that. Now, last night, it was seeming like, in my opinion, my point of view, the way I was analyzing it and breaking it down, that Andrew Berry is the one setting it up for Shedeur. So this might be a move on Kevin's part, even though I think Andrew still got to sign off on signing Bailey Zappe to the active roster if Shedeur is hurt. Now, we all watch Colorado football for the most part. Shedeur got sacked 94 times in 2 years. Had a back fracture and still played. Now he get an oblique injury and back tightness. Yeah, see where I'm going with this? Something don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. If they saying, these media people, radio personnel, all these videos I've been making that y'all been watching, appreciate y'all. If they are actually trying to develop and protect Shedeur, then they made the right move. You got an oblique injury? No, you sitting out. You got back tightness? Oh, no, you sitting out. We're not risking anything. You are our franchise quarterback. We're not risking you getting injured long-term at all. You are our franchise quarterback, but you ain't played a snap in the regular season. We want to keep developing you, Shedeur. We don't want you to play yet. So if you got any knick-knack injury, we're going to put you on the injury report and bring up Bailey Zappe. We're not taking any chances, Shedeur. Shedeur, listen. Shedeur, listen. We're not taking any chances. We're going to hold you out, my guy. We're going to hold you out. You're a franchise quarterback. We're not taking any chances. We can't play you if Dylan Gabriel goes down because you're not ready. We want you to be 100% perfect when you go out there. A crackback. That's what we need to do.
They've had some quarterback issues. Shedeur Sanders hasn't seen the field yet. How many prayers might Shedeur need?
When I say somebody, you say pray somebody. Pray for Shedeur haters. Hear me when I say this. Shedeur is right where he needs to be. God has him right where he wants him. It's going to be a lot of backtracking. I was at Florida State with my brother. He played for Bobby Bowden. I went to a game. I said, man, who's that quarterback? He said, that's Tim Tebow. He said, but if they ever let the boy behind him get on the field, it's going to be a problem. That was Cam Newton. That was Cam Newton. I'm praying for Dylan Gabriel because if they ever let Shedeur on the field, it's going to be some problems.
Look, okay, look,
Miss Robin, this a grown man. You talking like he a baby. That's what I'm saying, man, Robin. Maybe he ain't hurt for real. But the timing overnight, I know the devil worked. But he working overnight? I know the devil worked. All right, Trap. You don't want to pack gas in front of that model? Well, you better let it loose. Babe, he ain't starting at the bye week. Look here. Can y'all see that? Sounds like Jimmy Haslam is giving Kevin Stefanski his vote of confidence for this season. The Browns owner cited that Deshaun Watson trade has the main reason for the Browns' lack of success. A big trade we made didn't work out, and you know we're all suffering from that. From these quotes, it seems like Stefanski's job is safe despite going 5-21 since the last time the team won back-to-back games. The comments also make it even more unlikely that Watson will play for the Browns again, despite recent reports discussing that being a possibility this season. I clearly said that might not happen. Because if Jimmy has him come out and say there was a big swing and a miss, then he go out there and play Deshaun? No. They don't want to give Deshaun the same opportunity they don't want to give Shedeur. To go out there and look good, and now is even more question. It's even more question. Man, look here. This is crazy. What y'all saying right quick when they probably nobody touched the quarterback? I had no idea what was going on. I don't know how he got back tightening. Maybe he slept wrong. I don't know. Man, Dylan had a concussion, and they ain't even check him. I don't know. That curse backfired, it's still on. The curse ain't never backfired. The curse ain't never been removed. DJ, hey, you funny. I don't know what's going on. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. We about to go over this right here. We about to go over this video right here. I don't know what they are doing at all. Or they interviewing Shedeur about this. PL. Sean, I don't know how this culture coach. Look here. They ain't interviewed Shedeur. They ain't interviewed Shedeur no more. I told y'all, if the Browns wanted them to stop interviewing Shedeur, they could have been did it. And what they done did. They done told them reporters, don't interview Shedeur. If they was at practice, or they ain't been letting them in the locker room no more. One of the two. They let them at practice so we can get that little clip right there. But they ain't letting them back in the locker room. You could have been did that. Then don't nobody talk to Dylan Gabriel. Don't nobody talk to Dylan Gabriel in the locker room. They always go straight to Shedeur. Straight to Shedeur. Man, Kevin trying to make Dylan Gabriel the franchise quarterback. I'm still going to say at this moment, until something change, in my opinion, Andrew Berry is helping Shedeur. That's my new synopsis. My new hypothesis. I don't know why they were still talking to Shedeur. That's my whole point.
Owner Jimmy Aslam also weighed in on his team's quarterback, saying 3 games for Dylan Gabriel is not a great sample size and that the team wants to see more. He also said that Shedeur is making progress in practice, so we're going to continue to work with both of those guys. Thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't really have a ton because it kind of makes sense. It's him saying exactly what he should say. Shedeur's progressing as a backup. 3 games is not nearly enough time to evaluate a rookie quarterback. And in the article, he even discounted the Dolphins game. Like, he started naming off some statistics on his completion percentage and stuff. And he said, yeah, one of those games was in a monsoon. So I don't even, count that game. So you're really talking about 2 starts that we're evaluating him.
No, it's still 3.
I was like, all right, Jimmy. Jimmy's starting to talk like a fan a little bit here.
It's still 3. The one the one pass that should have been an interception that Jerry Jeudy caught, it wasn't raining that hard in that particular moment in time in the game. I think that 3 games is not enough time to evaluate any quarterback. It wouldn't be enough time to evaluate Shedeur Sanders, right? I just think in the NFL, as fans, we try to hit like the 5-minute button on the microwave, and then we try to come back and either it's good or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they right. Jimmy had them right. 3 games ain't enough to evaluate a quarterback. So I guess 4 games is. I'm guessing 4 games is because you gave Joe Flacco 4 games. Now, what don't make no sense to me is if you were going to get rid of Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco, you might have well started Dylan Gabriel in week 1. Then he would have been on week, 6, 7, whatever week it is. Then you would have enough sample size. But no, that would have been too early for Dylan Gabriel. That would have been way too early to start hearing Shedeur chants. That would have been way too early to start hearing them fans, Shedeur, 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 Shedeur. Put Shedeur in. Dylan Gabriel ain't ready. So you keep Joe Flacco, make him play the first 4 games. Y'all sneak and win one against a good team in Green Bay. That buy Joe Flacco another week as the starter. Then you listen to Myles Garrett when he say bench him. You benched him. You had a change, put Dylan Gabriel in, and then Myles Garrett came back up there and said, we need to run Quinshawn. Then you run Quinshawn. Then you win another game. Then I bought another week for Dylan Gabriel to be the starter. You see how this thing going? You see how this thing going? And no, Dylan Gabriel done threw 7 interceptions. Ain't none of them been caught but one, but it still didn't count. He done threw 7 interceptions. We looked at the tape. He missed wide open receivers. Quinshawn, walk-in touchdown. He missed them, even though they still won the game. But you missing and overthrowing receivers in the losses too. This is crazy. They not trading Shedeur. He just told you, the owner just said that he's not trading Shedeur. We rocking with these two. He know that he got to find his quarterback. And all they been telling us in April, the Browns going to draft the quarterback. Go ahead and draft one of them trash quarterbacks, then trade Shedeur then. Let Shedeur play now. Trade, if you want to draft the quarterback in April, trade Shedeur then.
And I think that's unfair to the people that's out there. But the opinion on Dylan Gabriel that I have is not that strong. I don't, based on what I've seen so far, I don't think he's that good. And I told people from jump, I told people over the summer that of all the rookies in this class, I would be paying like more attention to him to anybody else based on what I was told about this being Kevin Stefanski's guy, about his intelligence, about his, processing speed, about his ability to pick up the playbook and understand what's going on out there, about how poised he is, about his composure, etc. And so based on all of that, I kind of thought I would see a little bit more 3rd round pick me down. That's just me. If the plan was never for Dylan Gabriel to be, starting in the NFL after 3 or 4 games, then why did that happen?
I think it's because Joe Flacco was turning the ball over so much and he was so clearly a step behind a bad offensive line that Kevin Stefanski basically had no chance no other option than to go to Dylan Gabriel.
Now, if that's the case, if we had to move on to Dylan Gabriel because Joe Flacco would turn the ball over, but like I told y'all, like 3 of them interceptions wasn't Joe Flacco's fault. The receivers couldn't catch the ball, and they dropped them where the ball got tipped. Now, I don't like shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but in this instance, since they said what they said, we're going to say Dylan Gabriel should have 7 interceptions. So if that's the reason you moved on to Dylan Gabriel, wouldn't 7 interceptions be the same reason you moved on to Shedeur as the starter? Well, we know that ain't realistic because it didn't happen. It should have happened, but it didn't. So now, what's the reason you keeping Dylan Gabriel in when he's still giving you this mediocre play? Besides you running Quinshawn and letting him run down to the red zone, then giving the ball to Dylan Gabriel so he can throw a touchdown pass. What's the difference between you not throwing the ball over 20 yards and wonder why you can't have no explosive plays and can't open up the offense? You're not stretching the field. You got a run game, so what's going to happen when they put 9 in the box and force you to throw it? What's going to happen then? Is Dylan Gabriel going to step up? Is Jerry Jeudy going to get open? Because Joe Flacco threw all them receivers under the bus. The first game, when they won and beat the Steelers, Joe Flacco sat up there and said, go look at it. Joe Flacco sit up and said, they get open. What's it like playing with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? They get open. It's exactly what he said. So don't tell me that Dylan Gabriel was better than you had to move on from Joe Flacco because he threw the interception. No, you moved on from Joe Flacco because you wanted to play Dylan Gabriel. That was the plan all along. And it just so happened Joe was turning the ball over. And it wasn't all his fault. That man, Jamar Chase, set an NFL record for receptions in a single game and targets. And when he did drop it, Joe Flacco was shocked. He wasn't shocked when Jerry Jeudy dropped it. When the Juku dropped it, he wasn't shocked. When Fannin dropped it, he wasn't shocked. And y'all talking about Quishon on Nightcap. They ain't even really talk about it that long. He was just saying Dylan Gabriel good because a great quarterback or he the starter. He would have said the same thing about Shedeur if he would have started. Nah, Barry ain't been hiding. Barry, I think, setting it up for Shedeur. That's my opinion. But they not trading Shedeur. Not now.
Do you think that Kevin Stefanski was in support of the trade of Flacco to Cincinnati, in your opinion?
No, I don't. I think that every coach values having a veteran quarterback in that room, whether it's the starter or a backup, just a guy that they can lean on and a guy that, especially when you have two young rookie quarterbacks that was a third and a fifth round pick, you need those types of guys to lean on, like Joe Flacco, even if he's just going to be sitting on the bench. Now, from Andrew Berry's standpoint, I totally get it. You get a fifth-round pick for a guy that you're never playing again this year. But from Stefanski's point, yeah, I don't think he agreed with that.
So I wonder if he was like even in the loop or even had any involvement in this. So Cecil Shorts sent me this article, and it was a Joe explaining on the back end of what happened. Couple tidbits from the article. Joe says, now I don't know if they would have done it anyway if I wasn't interested. If I said, no, I really don't want to do that, guys, I don't know if they would have said, okay, yeah, that's cool, we won't do it then. But it did seem like Andrew Berry was like, listen, man, we appreciate what you've done. Would this be something that you'd be open to? So we had a conversation about it for sure.
So they did have a conversation about it?
So it sounds like to me that basically somebody made the call, and instead of just throwing it out there, instead of Andrew and Kevin kind of talking about it, Andrew picked up the phone, called Joe, and said, hey, Joe, this is the situation at hand. I am going to leave it up to you if this is something that you want to do or not. Joe clearly said, well, you know what? If this is going to give me an opportunity to play, I'll go ahead and do so. And then you have Kevin Stefanski saying, well, this caught me by surprise. We were surprised they called us, whatever the case may be.
I'm telling you, when I put 2 and 2 to make 4, Andrew Berry trying to help Shedeur for right now. That's my opinion. After I done looked at it, I told you the last live, y'all need to go watch the last live. I explained it all over there. And I'm going to drop the video Monday. But look, they ain't about to boycott. Ain't nobody about to boycott nothing. Y'all supposed to left Target alone. Some of y'all didn't even do that. Y'all ain't about to boycott watching the NFL. No. There's going to have to be a mass movement of millions to even affect the NFL. Because the only way you're going to do something to make a change is you start affecting their pocket. And it's going to take a mass movement of millions. You can't watch not just the Browns game. You can't watch no NFL games. You can't go to them. You can't buy no tickets. And you can't watch it. You can't consume NFL in no capacity. And that's going to be hard. It's just going to be hard. They still buying agents. They ain't nobody boycotting nothing. I'm telling you. butt break him, buck, no. It's collusion. Like Miss Robinson said, they got a plan, a script, whatever. They got to collude against Shedeur. They got to keep it going. We going to make the most money off of him at that steep discount, $4.6 million. We can't play this dude. But when we do play him, it got to be a home game first. It got to be a home game first. Why? Because we going to sell out the stadium. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got all the power, but ain't nobody going to do it. Because I say it's going to have to be a mass movement of millions. But that ain't going to get out. Ain't nobody going to put that out. Ain't nobody going to put that out. You know the reason why they were boycotting Target and you say boycott Netflix? You want to know the real reason why? That it would work for them? Because people still making money. People still going to make money regardless if Target go up or down. Netflix stock go up or down, they going to make money. NFL, it ain't traded. They ain't making no money. And the only person they going to lose money is the NFL. You can't affect it like that. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be at a mass movement of millions. No, they not trading them. They not trading Shedeur. No. Until it come up across my phone, Shedeur traded to the Jets. Shedeur traded to Miami. Shedeur traded to the Saints. It ain't, they not trading them. I have no intentions no more of them even thinking about trading Shedeur. Not, at least not right now. Not during the season. No.
John just said this was never the plan for Dillon Gabriel to be the starting quarterback after 4 or 5 weeks. And when he said that, I instantly wrote down, why did the plan change?
I think it's just because Flacco was so bad, so turnover prone. I think that's really what it was.
Was Flacco bad and turnover prone because Flacco was bad or because the offense didn't put him in a situation to have success? And I'm asking this question to you and I'm asking it to the fan base. I just have a hard time believing that Jamar Chase and T. Higgins was all the difference in the world and how he's been performing.
Well, look, I think the offense is not good to begin with. Your offensive line, before Jack Conklin came back for a good stretch there, you were working with 2 backup off-the-street tackles. That is a recipe for disaster. Couple that on top of the fact that you had Jerry Jeudy, who has a drops issue right now and really hasn't solidified himself as a true number 1 yet. And after that, it's been, Cedric Tillman really wouldn't be getting this level of snap counts on a good offense. Isaiah Bond doesn't even know what route he's running half the time. Like, you have David Njoku, but he's injured now.
I told y'all that Isaiah Bond don't know the playbook. I ain't the only one that's seen it, man. Isaiah Bond don't know the playbook. So don't tell me Shedeur, y'all developing Shedeur inside Isaiah Bond out the courtroom and cut Gage and Luke. And they been there all summer. Don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, man.
Harold Fannin is good, but he's a rookie, so you're still learning through things like that. And I think the offense that you see right now, where it's check down Charlie and 5 yards and nothing more than that, and all the critique, it's not so much that Dillon Gabriel isn't able to toss the ball down the field. It's that Kevin Stefanski knows here is the offense that we have. It's just that Joe Flacco's 40 years old and he's been chucking the ball down the field for 20 years and he thinks that he can do it. He just might not be able to anymore.
I don't know. I look at this situation and when I heard this wasn't the plan, I'm not going to say the Cleveland Browns didn't have a plan. I think that would be unfair in my assessment to say that they didn't have a plan. But I can have the opinion that they didn't have a good plan in place. And not having a good plan, it just didn't start when we kicked off the regular season. In my opinion, they didn't have a solid plan in place from the jump. The moment that you decided to have a 4-man quarterback competition and two of the guys that took the most reps are not even a part of this team anymore, that tells me that you never really had a solid plan to begin with. Because there's no way in the world that essentially what John said is Dylan Gabriel is not ready to start, but the plan changed, so here we are. So because of here we are, we're gonna have this dink and duck offense. I can't get with that.
And I understand your sentiment totally. I do believe
I think the offense been like this, but it's more of protecting Dylan Gabriel. It's more to protect Dylan Gabriel than it is to try to win. Because you draft Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round, you can't make yourself look, you cannot make yourself look like a fool, or what are we doing if you drafted a player that wasn't even projected in day 2, let alone the beginning of day 3. You drafted him in the 3rd round, then you turn around and draft Shedeur in the 5th round. You got to prove yourself right, especially when you can control the situation. Why would I not make myself look good? My daddy used to say that. My daddy used to say, if I gotta blame somebody, I ain't gonna blame myself. So I'm gonna blame you. I know it's me. I know it's my fault, but I ain't blaming myself. I'm gonna blame you. So I'm gonna blame Andrew Berry. I'm gonna blame Joe Flacco. Come on now. You can't blame yourself now. Hey, Lord, I'm telling you. No, Dr. Ann, no. Yeah, Barry about to pull something off. I don't think he can't move. I think the moves he making is the reason why he ain't tell Kevin that he would trade Joe Flacco, because, this is my opinion, he is trying to help Shedeur. The reason why the owner said there was Andrew Berry pick, because there actually was Andrew Berry pick now. See what I'm saying? Andrew Berry got the control to put the people on the roster who you want to put. Kevin got the control to play the people that's from the roster to put that out on the field. And in this case, Kevin the one that's playing Dylan Gabriel. Andrew Berry the one that's trying to set it up for Shedeur. So the only way that Kevin gonna be able to force to play Shedeur is if I get rid of the other 2 quarterbacks, or if I get rid of all of them. But you can't trade Dylan Gabriel. You can't trade him, because that's gonna make you look like a fool. You can't blame yourself. I'm telling you. Exactly. I showed that last night. We gonna prove all the ones that passed on you wrong. Then I showed y'all the body language on the side at the preseason game when we went up to Andrew and he said, "Hold on, bro. They watching." There was the black non-verbal. Hey, bro, chill. They watching. Woo!
What the plan was Kenny Pickett. And if the plan was Kenny Pickett's going to be your starter no matter what, here? I totally agree. Yeah, what 5th round pick is really worth it if he's the guy that you traded for the day the free agency started, and he was the guy that you were lining up. Like, okay, he had a hamstring injury. Those things can heal throughout the year. And he's, in Las Vegas, they're talking about him taking over for Geno Smith right now. After that, and this really isn't my idea, this is a boss at another spot, they basically took Dylan Gabriel to be Case Keenum, a backup that was going to spot start, and you're going to be fine with. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, you're going to be 500 with him. But because Joe Flacco was so bad, they had to turn to him, and maybe they turned to him a little too early, but you have a lot of veterans in that locker room that you needed some jolt toward winning. And that's why they made the move.
I'm not disagreeing with that, because I too thought Joe Flacco was so bad. I too thought that Joe Flacco was a statue that he can no longer move. And I'm not trying to paint this picture that Joe Flacco is this all-world quarterback, but what I have seen from him and his performances, and not just last Thursday night, and his performances with the Cincinnati Bengals has been night and day difference from what happened here in Cleveland. And I just find it hard to believe that everything boils down to, well, they got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, right?
It ain't everything boiling down to that. It's the common denominator in this whole situation is what they missing. Who is the common denominator in this whole situation? No matter who the quarterback been, who has been the most consistent? Who is the common denominator in this whole situation, no matter who the quarterback done been the last 3 to 4 years? Stefanski. He the problem. If I got an old Joe that 40 plus playing in the Cleveland offense, looking like a statue, turning the ball over, then I trade him and he start the same week we traded him, and he go out there and look totally different and still don't know the plays. He don't know Cincinnati plays. He admitted it. He go out there and say he ain't know the plays, and he end up beating a team that just obliterated you. And he threw for over 350 yards. What, he had like 3 touchdowns. And he don't know the playbook? It wasn't Joe Flacco. Dylan Gabriel ain't played good yet. To be honest, it ain't Dylan Gabriel. It's Kevin Stefanski. Baker Mayfield left. Baker Mayfield wasn't playing like he playing now. I know he older and done learned some stuff, but still. Baker Mayfield in MVP conversation. Who still at the Browns? Who still calling the plays? Who still ain't got a quarterback? Who still quarterback play is horrible? And you done had 2 of them come through there. You done had Baker Mayfield and Joe Flacco. Now both of them doing good. It ain't the players. It's the play caller. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy can't get open, but he never was a number 1 receiver. He never was. The Browns trying to make him into one because they got him for cheap. That's why.
Because if that was the case, Jake Browning would still be the starting quarterback who's been there for years and who have won games for Cincinnati stepping in for Joe Burrow.
So why do you think that Flacco has had 2 really good games, including that Thursday night game that almost tore down Cleveland in the process?
I think he's in a competent offense.
Okay, so is that more so that Kevin Stefanski is not doing a good job right now?
Yeah, I think this offense is historically bad. I think that you can really argue outside of what happened, against the Miami Dolphins. If you can't take that game away, even if you want to include it, whatever. Here's my point. You look at the 2017 Browns, right? We have more talent on this roster than we did in 2017. The offense is as bad or worse than what it was in 2017. We have seen this offense regress from its peak with Kevin Stefanski as head coach into now. And I think anybody with some sense would be frustrated at that.
I totally agree. I think what it comes down.
Hey, Shot. Jerry Jeudy, what was the offense? Jameis Winston wasn't doing what Kevin said. Jameis Winston was playing like Shedeur, improvising, extending plays, throwing the ball downfield. How many times in the preseason game did Shedeur dink and dunk like Dylan Gabriel doing? Shedeur didn't do that. It was open. Shedeur didn't throw it. Shedeur was looking downfield. Then when he improvised, you can make the receiver run where you point at or however you want to, a quarterback scramble drill. That ain't the hitch route. No, go upfield. That's the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference. See, RG, you the problem. You one of them. Yeah, DG he already hit potential. He max potential.
To, and this is not flashy or anything, it's that the offensive line overall has been so bad, so inconsistent. They've had however many different lineup changes in 7 weeks already that they can't establish a run consistently, take out the Miami game, in order to open up the pass. Like it's the idea of marrying the run and the pass together that Kevin Stefanski is so quote unquote well known for. Well, Quinshon Judkins has tried everything possible to get the run game going. And even though he had a really good game, a lot of those runs on Sunday were 1, 2 yards, -3 yards. That it took a while to open up the run game, and it's because the Dolphins defense is just so bad and that team basically quit on him that they were able to open things up a little bit and get some help from the defense.
I just think that's old school football. I think those are the breaks. Every run is not going to be a big run, and not every run is going to net positive yards. But when you look at a back like Quinshon Judkins, who's physical, who can wear you down over time, sometimes you're setting up for a bigger play down the road. And the fact that they continue to hand him the football, the fact that they continue to feed him, people want to get up in arms about you take away the 46-yard run when he had like 36 yards in rushing or something like that, or he had a 3.4 yards per carry. But every run was violent.
Yeah.
Every run, he let them know, I'm going to be here all game long. And eventually, that Dolphins defense ran down. They wore down.
Yep.
The offensive line, no, it's not the greatest. But I've said this more often than not. If you look at the season that Quinshon Judkins has had so far, to me, they can at least run block. They can do something. They're not horrific to the point to where we can't execute nothing at all.
So
right?
here's my fear tomorrow is that they were able to open things up and hand the ball to Quinshon 25 times because they had a lead and the Dolphins weren't doing anything to stop it. Tomorrow, Mike Vrabel's going to make sure that Quinshon Judkins does not get anywhere near 100 yards on the ground. So what is Kevin Stefanski going to do when it's the third quarter and maybe you are down 3 to 7 points? Are you still going to stick with the run and stick with your system, or are you going to panic and maybe put Dylan in bad situations?
Given this game, we both agree it's important for Kevin, and it's
Dylan already going to be in a bad situation just because they're going to start stacking the box. Guarantee you, watch that game tomorrow. Well, what it is, Misha or whatever your name is, you know who you is. If you boycott the game and don't look at it, then you ain't going to see what I'm talking about. But if you're going to do like I think you're going to do and not boycott the game, you're going to see that the Patriots are going to stack the box with 9 players, maybe even 10, and they're going to force Dylan Gabriel to throw the ball. Now, with the big play to set up the big play, yeah, the run's supposed to set up the big play, but the Browns don't take no shots. So it's not setting up nothing. It's just setting up Quinshon to run the ball again. That's all they're doing. Because when Quinshon done ran so many times and got them yards and got all that, and then you supposed to come back, do the play action, and hit the big play. But they don't throw the ball downfield, so it ain't going to be no big play. Then he might overthrow them if they do. But they ain't threw the ball past 20 yards in 3 games. So I don't know. Let me read y'all comment. Y'all doing something. Jamel, they gonna have 9 in the box. Yeah, Dr. Ann, he got plenty of time. Shedeur got time. And Ja, what going on? They about to get $58 million, double T. They about to get $58 million for Deshaun, and then they probably gonna activate him, but he still ain't gonna play. Especially what the owner said today. or whenever the owner said it. I'm trying to read what y'all saying. I gotta go back. Y'all tripping. He know the offense, but me right, it ain't too much to decipher from. I mean, it ain't too much to hide. It really ain't. It really ain't. Let's take a break right quick. I need y'all to do this right quick. We gotta get the devil up out of here. I need y'all to go to this channel right here, Renewed Gospel. Renewed Gospel. If y'all heard the song that came on in the beginning, that is Renewed Gospel song. It's dropping. Rain Down on Me gonna drop on this channel right here, along with next Sunday and all the other bangers I got. But these the songs I got up right now. Renewed Gospel is the channel. If you need the Holy Spirit and you need the two-step and you need to jump up out of the chair, run around your house a little bit, if you need to praise the Lord on a trap beat, or you want to get something to bump your car, which everybody think is going to be a rap song, but it really ain't, then this is what you need, Renewed Gospel. This is what you need right there, Renewed Gospel. Y'all need to go subscribe right now. Right now, I'm telling you. You won't be disappointed. Cause I got over 100 songs and we dropping them. We dropping them. Hold on, let me see, can I pull this up? Ain't let me sign in. Look at that. Yo, Ty, got them. I was listening to a couple of them. They straight. Mr. Robert, appreciate you. Nah, Watson ain't playing no more. They're gonna pay that man $80 million next year to sit at home or to sit on the bench. Boy, they gonna trade him. I don't know how they gonna pull out their trade though. Besides paying more than half his salary to whatever team they gonna trade him to. Cause maybe that's why Andrew Berry, maybe that's what he waiting on. Maybe that's what he waiting on. He don't want to play. He don't want to play Shedeur right now because he know he got to get Deshaun Watson out the books and this turmoil what's going on. I'm just guessing. I don't really know. I'm just speculating that's what it is. Because hopefully that's what it is. Man, look here, man. The Browns just scored over 30 points for the first time since 12 been on the field. Yeah, we can break that thing down now. Y'all see that? Nope. Oh, well, come on now. What that mean, Double T? You talking about the number? I still got to make that video. God, man, I'm not saying that voodoo man, none of that. I ain't saying none of that. No. Jermaine, because it's collusion. We got to make the most money off on. I'm telling you how they playing this thing. We got to make the most money. Shaking favor. Pastor Mike blessed. I listen to it. Troll gone. As soon as I put up Renew, Miss Robin. When I said that Renewed Gospel, I was talking about Jesus and God and the Lord. They got right up out of here. That's why I did it. Yeah, I think Jermaine the troll. Well, whatever. Hit that like my Jermaine. That's all I need. Appreciate you. Even the offense different. I told y'all this. That ain't Isaiah Bond neither though. At the top right there. They got bunch trips left, bunch. Then they motion the running back out there to their side. He could have threw that ball. It's Shedeur now. Where that one with Luke? That's the one I want to look for. I think it was that one right here. No, that incomplete. Incomplete. Well, they the touchdown right here. Yeah, they were going the opposite direction. That had to be third quarter. Or was it first? I don't see how you not play this man. Dylan Gay would have ran the ball. Look at that throw. Look at that. Look. Whoa. What y'all saying? I can't see that. No, he don't want to ding and dump me, right? That's why I was saying about him playing like Deshaun. Not Deshaun. Jameis Winston. They improvise too much. They don't sit there and do exactly what Kevin gonna say. They looking to make a play. Now sometimes they do hurt them, but they ain't about to sit there, ding it dunk, and then see a wide receiver or your running back wide open and not throw it to him for a touchdown. Their anticipation on this throw is crazy. That's crazy on this throw. The offensive line was blocking for the most part. But still, when he got that pressure in their face, he ain't run. He sat there and unloaded that thing. Right on target. Come on now. Come on now. Like they Luke play. Yeah, they play right here. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dr. And when she do a start, how much money they gonna make? Ja, you went in here last night in my live. You went in here. You need to go back and watch it. I explained all that. And the live before that. When he did brought the message, I went live then. I was in here preaching. Nah, I mean, Robert, everybody can't make that through. Ain't no a great art, man. Characters. I'm telling you, I don't know if they trying to protect Shedeur, then they doing the right thing. I know you went in here when I said it. Savage, what's going on? In my last thing, I gotta get off. I gotta get something to eat. Did the Luke play? Did what I was talking about by creating a play. Yeah. He had Luke right here on a little dink dunk hitch route. As y'all can see, they got 3 of them. You got 2 on the outside, 1 down here at the bottom, 1 at the top, then you got 1 in the middle doing quick hitches. Quick hitches. You got 3 of them. All 3 of them open. All 3 of them open. What Shedeur looking at? He looking downfield. He want to hit Gage. That's what he looking at. He want to hit Gage. And get what? He can hit Gage. I ain't saying he shouldn't have threw that ball, but he could have threw that ball. He could have hit any one of these 3 and had Gage open. But if y'all look at the time on the clock, he trying to make a bigger play. And that way he got. Just based off the scramble drill from Luke, and then he pulled the hamstring. That what made him get cut. Made it one-handed kick, pulled the hamstring, got cut. You can read into that play however you want to. I might get off, Zap. Appreciate you, Canty. Go subscribe. You subscribe to Renew. Miss Stone. You right. But at the same time, he need to play. Appreciate you, big dog. I got plenty more coming. Nah, it's still amazing. Yup. No, for live today. Appreciate you. Podcast opening. Yeah, you can use those. They ain't copyrighted yet. Yeah, you can use them. I ain't got them on my distribution yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Like officially release them so they can be on every platform. Preaching like Jimmy Schwartz. Who it is? Jimmy Swagger. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get all that thing. This is what Kant is talking about, genius. That's what he talking about right here. Right now, I only got, 2, 4, 6, 7. I only got 7 uploaded right now. As y'all can see, it's a brand new channel. I ain't getting that many views, but right now I'm just releasing renewed gospel of songs that y'all are familiar with. But I got plenty of ones that I came up with, which why I told y'all to come to the lives, because y'all hear them first right here exclusively on Money Man. You already know you gonna hear that song first before we even get dropped on Renewed Gospel. So you can get prepared and wait, because I'm telling you, you ain't gonna want to miss this. You ain't gonna want to miss what I got coming. I know they're hilarious. You ain't gonna want to miss nothing. You ain't gonna want to miss none of these. Yes, Jay, Renewed Gospel. You need to go subscribe right now. Then you need to go tell your church. You go tell your whole church to go subscribe. Cause they're gonna want to dance to it, and they're gonna want to mime to it. They're gonna want to go praise the Lord to it. The preacher gonna want to walk out to it. The preacher want to go rapping and singing up in the pulpit before he preach. The preacher gonna want to sing it after he preach. You know how them preachers be up there and they and then they get to rolling. They gonna want to sing some of these. Then when I drop next Sunday, then when I drop Rain Down on Me, then when I drop God Be the Plug, y'all don't hear me? God Be the Plug. Who coming out with songs like that? God Be the Plug? Let me go ahead and get off here. If y'all ain't subscribed to Renewed Gospel, I don't know what you're doing and I don't know what you're waiting for, because I guarantee you're going to get your praise on. I guarantee you. And some of them going to make you cry. You gonna feel it. Listen to the Amazing Grace. That just one. Kalaya, he is. I'll check them out. I'm telling you, this is all creativity right here. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate y'all for coming. Hey, I might be back live. Colorado play at 10, so if I still be up and the game out of hand, either way, if Colorado winning, or if it's tight, or if they losing big, I might go live, but I don't know. Y'all just be on the lookout for it. So I need y'all to come back. So hit that like button, subscribe and share, and tell your friend about that man you already know. Appreciate y'all.
God be the plug, he supply that grace. Holy in the trap, still saved by faith. I was lost in the streets, he pulled my case. Gave me that light, now I'm dripped in faith. God be the plug, God be the plug. He ain't serving lies, he's saving lives. God be the plug, God be the plug. He ain't serving love, he ain't feeling cups. I was down bad trying to flip for sin. Thought I needed cash, it made me rich within. Had a bag full of pain, it turned to 2P. Love me in the spirit, now my soul released. No cap, I was searching for the fix. Got hit my line, said sucker, get the mix. Now I'm standing whole like I'm trapping on faith. Got the gospel dropping, whole block gets paid. Let's go! God be the plug, he supply that grace. Holy in the trap, still saved by faith. I was lost in the streets, he pulled my case. Let's go! Gave me that light, now I'm dripped in faith. God be the plug, God be the plug. He ain't serving lies, he's saving lives. God be the plug, God be the plug. He ain't serving love, he ain't feeling cold. I got faith on tap, no counterfeit. Now Holy Ghost supply chain, he run the ship. Every blessing move like a shimmering up piece. Angels on the corner in the trap with me. The word be the way, scripture my scale. I ain't selling lies, I'm pushing what's real. I got drawing boat, hope and supply. God be the plug, he never run dry. He my plug, he my source. Hey, he my plug, he my force. He the light, never dark. Let's go. From the trap to the heart.
Turn up for the plug. Turn, got that work.
God be the plug. God be the plug. He ain't serving lies, he ain't saving lives. God be the plug. God be the plug. He ain't serving love, he ain't feeling cups. God,
He my plug, he my source. He my plug, he my force. He the light, never dark.
let's go.
From the trap to the verse.
God be the plug. God be the plug. He ain't serving lies, he ain't saving lives. God be the plug. God be the plug. He ain't serving love, he ain't feeling cups. Yeah.
This one ain't a request. It's a response. Every time he call my name, I'ma say, yes, Lord. Turn it up. Hallelujah, come. Yeah, yeah, yes, Lord.
When the sun still shines. When the storm rewinds. When he blessed that grind. Let's go. Every single time. Yes, Lord, for the pain that grew me. Yes, Lord, for the chains he loosed me. Yes, Lord, for the fight that grew me. Yes, Lord, every breath that moved. I say yes in the valley, not just the peak. Faith in my feet when my soul felt weak. Devil try to press, I ain't fold no flinch. God stirred my faith like a workout bench. From the concrete pain grew flowers of praise. Every star I got heat turned into grace. Blessings rain heavy, can't carry the flood. I'm needed, been mercy, baptized in the mud. When I win or fall. Yes, Lord. When I lose it all. Yes, Lord. When the call come through, yeah. I'ma answer you, yeah. Yes, Lord. When I win or fall. Yes, Lord. When I lose it all. Yes, Lord. Every tear, every test. Yes, Lord. Turn it on. My plug for the peace, my connect for the joy. My supply chain holding no counterfeit void. Every college I'm building Billy Lee. Every no was a setup for a kingdom release. Let's go. Grace like lightning struck my sin. Charge my soul, turn broke to win. Every time you call, I respond on cue. Yes, Lord, that's my whole breakdown.